Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and this video where we're going to be covering the Quntis monitor light bar. I've wanted a light bar for quite a while now. Since I've been working from home and definitely since my new monitor setup, I've actually found that I've been getting a bit of eye strain and I'm not sure whether or not that's been the brightness of my monitor or the distance of my monitor. But one of my friends recommended that I check out a light bar just to see whether or not it's something that's helped. And so far I can categorically say it's definitely helped my kind of headaches and eye strain that I've been getting. So that's been fantastic. I looked online for quite a few different light bars. It kind of came down to this one and the Benq. The Benq was incredibly expensive. It's like £120, I think, $150, $160. Then I saw this, again recommended from a friend, and it was about $45, maybe $40. So a lot cheaper, more than half the price of the Benq. So I thought, yeah, why not? Let's check it out. So the unboxing is shown here. It's pretty basic packaging, it's not kind of Apple quality or anything like that, but it does the job. Everything came absolutely fine, unbroken, very minimal parts, which is really easy. Assembly was a breeze. You just clip the main unit onto the monitor clip and then put that onto the top of your monitor. It's got a USB to USB-C cable, USB-C going into the light itself. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You plug it in, you clip it on. One of the downsides I would note, not for me necessarily, but maybe for some of you guys, depending on your monitor, is that the front clip that clips onto the front part of your monitor is actually quite big. So there's a chance that if you've got kind of like an edge-to-edge monitor, that you might find that it's overlapping into your display slightly. So worth checking your monitor and whether or not kind of how much space you need. The only other downside that I saw, or it's not really even a downside, it's just something that I've noted, is they've got some really nice buttons at the top. And they're touch sensitive, which is nice because you don't want to really be messing about with it once it's on the top there, because it is kind of clipped on, but you can move it. It's got a bit of play in it. So if you keep pressing buttons like aggressively, then it's going to move it. So they're kind of touch buttons, which is really good. However, there's only one button for each one of the functions. For example, you've got the brightness, and it's kind of difficult to understand how you go up brightness and then down brightness. I think you just go through the gradient, and then once it gets to the max brightness it then starts going back, so you've just got to feel it out a little bit just to see. But that also happens for the warmth as well. That's when you want to change the kind of like the type of light, so you can go quite warm light, but then you can also go kind of stark, more bright daylight. So that's really nice and a really nice touch, but again, it's difficult to adjust with the single button for the single function. There's also auto dimming, which is again a really good feature for something at this price point, and you turn that on from one of the buttons and that's enabled. One of the weird things I did find though is when auto dimming sensor is turned on, that there's this little blue LED, and it is tiny, but for something that is meant to reduce eye strain, having a kind of like a little blue light just on your peripheral vision, and it is quite bright, especially in the dark, is a bit of a weird design choice in my mind. But to be honest, I haven't really noticed it since the very first time I've noticed it. So, when I was being critical of the build as I was doing my opening video, I noticed it because I was being hypersensitive. But actually, I can say that since using it for a few weeks, I haven't actually clocked the little light anymore, but just something worth noting in case you are super sensitive to those kind of things. So I mean that's it. There's not really a lot to say about it. Like I say, build quality fantastic. The touch controls, they're okay, that you get by. To be honest, once you set it to auto, I don't think I'll be really touching the light anymore. The one thing that I might actually have to keep kind of changing is the kind of the type of light, so the color of the light. That's because I use hue lighting in my whole setup in this room, and so I constantly change the type of lighting that I'm using, and so I want the light bar to reflect that. And then on to the actual performance of the product itself. Like I said at the beginning, it's been absolutely faultless. And I really do feel like I have reduced my eye strain, which for me is the main point. And if you can spend £24 or kind of $40, $35 on something that is going to stop you getting headaches, I say that's a massive win. So there you go. I do recommend this product, and there is a link down below in the description if you want to check it out yourself. There's also the Benq, which I'll drop down at the bottom, but that is much more expensive and I can't comment on the quality of that. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit of a brand whore sometimes, so I do kind of like spending a bit more money on my equipment. So let me know in the comments below if you've got the Benq version and what you think of it, and maybe I'll do a review of that as well. So that's the end of this video, nice and quick. If you like this, then please also like the video. It doesn't cost you anything, but it really helps me and the channel. If you want to see more content like this, then why not hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and you'll get notified when I've released videos. Thank you very much, and enjoy your week.